Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick.
Well, the phenomenal success of dating apps such as Tinder and Bumble has sparked ideas for how this matching mechanism could be used in business. One such variation of this is TalentCen, which uses gamification and AI to bring companies and job seekers together. The man behind TalentCen, Jerome Pan, joins us now to tell us how it works. Jerome, you've had a varied career to date, but when did you first enter the world of entrepreneurship?
That's an interesting story because I tried my first entrepreneur story since my graduation of my bachelor degree. So I got my bachelor degree in the United States in Georgia Tech, and I went back to China. So I was thinking, how can I help, especially the high school students in international school? So I was trying to send them to the colleges to let them get some experience.
So TalentCen is an AI-powered platform which optimizes recruitment through gamification and data analysis. Talk to us about how the solution works.
Okay, so our solution is we're going to create a profile for each candidate and each company to have a more comprehensive profile to show what's the real, for example, for job seekers, not just 1 or 2 pages for resumes, but more like a real personalities. So we learn something from the dating app. All things are personalized. And for companies, we are creating a company page for them to brand themselves to attract the right candidates based on the company culture and preference. A group of people will attract the like-minded.
So your inspiration for the business model came from Tinder and Bumble?
Yeah, you can see that. It's because this job hiring is a matching process. So, and all the dating apps are matching process as well, but they are person to person. But here in job hiring or job seeking is the person to a position. So we can learn from that for sure.
I suppose traditionally in recruitment, it's been about qualifications and experience, but you're making it a more personalized service now.
Yes, because we think all those basic skills or like something you can learn very fast is not the key point to let this guy stay in this group or stay in this organization. It's more like, especially for a younger generation, they enjoyed working here. That's why they stay here.
And have you a particular sectoral focus with this? Because I can see something like this working really well in the IT space, where maybe it's not so much about qualifications, but far more about competencies.
Yeah, we are focused more on like tech-savvy sectors first. Like for now, we are interested by companies in cybersecurity or insurance. All those companies, like they can do the online hiring, or companies, they are taking graduates, like taking younger employees at this moment. They are more willing to try our solution to see how it works better.
Okay, so talk me through it from a company perspective firstly.
Just for privacy, I didn't mention the name, but it's a cybersecurity company. So the recruiter from there, he mentioned like, it's more like for now, they have to go through bunch of resumes, and then they need to make the phone call, and then they need to decide who to go through the interview, and then they're gonna send the offer to like several of them. So this like a funnel to filtering out round and round. And if we can have something like we send some recommendations, and we can promise these recommendations are very suitable for the position, they can reduce the time they spend on filtering and sourcing. So they can just focus on identifying whether this guy is suitable for this position. So we are saving time and money cost for them.
And ultimately, is the aim to create a marketplace where job seekers will go on and create a profile and search for jobs within the marketplace themselves. And likewise, on the other side, companies being able to search for job seekers through the platform as well.
Yes, you got a point. We are trying to build this hub, for the connections between job seekers and the recruiters, because we feel that the recruitment process is still a very cold process. Like, job seekers are being very defensive when they are doing the interviews, but we're trying to make it more warm not that like we're trying to reduce the panic or uncertainty. We're just trying to help them find the right place, make the better decisions on both ends.
It's a bit of a chicken and egg situation. What comes first, the job seekers or the employers?
This is more like a marketing strategy or the growth strategy, as you mentioned. So we will invite them to join the system at the same time, and we will try to ask them to get more referrals, to invite them into the system. We're gonna learn from story from the like PayPal and eBay, if you know that. So we're trying to do something similar to them to engage more users from both ends. And we're going to focus on UCC to start with to see how it works. We want to focus on UCC graduate students and graduate job positions first.
How is the platform going to save recruiters time?
So the recruiter won't need to find someone through the applicants, or at least we will find the suitable candidates through the applicants first. But at the same time, they can proactively to search the suitable candidates by their requirements or the job description. And we will send them a batch of 10 recommendations each time instead of go through hundreds of resumes and filtering into 100 and filtering into 25. No need. We will directly send them a batch of 10 and let them to check either any one of these this batch will suit. If he can find someone through this batch, no need to spend more time on that.
How are you using gamification and artificial intelligence in the process?
So first, for the AI, the artificial intelligence is we are using some model to train the preference either for the job seekers or for the companies, because we believe everyone or every organization have some personalized preference. That's something unique, or people even didn't mention that or notice that before. So we're going to focus on that. We learn from their hiring history or the job seekers application history, and we know better about them or the company, and then we can send the recommendation more accurately. And the gamification or gamified assessment is something we're trying to attach the real personalities for each job seeker or employees in each company to let us understand their real personalities or the company culture.
So when somebody actually completes the gamified assessment, what happens with the data which is generated?
He will know his strengths. Someone may very good at in reaction, or someone will be very good at facial expression recognition. Someone is better in empathy. So we believe in everyone have some gift, but we want to use the games to identify that,
okay,
to help them to understand themselves better.
Talk me through how the system works from a job seeker perspective.
So the job seekers, we will encourage them to build up a more comprehensive profile first, like self-introduction video or prompts to show themselves better, and just the dating apps, tell us what you like, what you don't like, and what kind of environment you prefer, or what kind of working mode. Every detail you can share that in your profile, and then you can searching for the ideal jobs opportunities based on your preference. We're trying to embed some ChatGPT interface to let them talk with us in natural language, and then we can understand his preference through the conversation. And then based on this data, we can send the recommendations or suitable job opportunities for them.
And what is your growth strategy to develop this business over the next 2 to 3 years?
So for the next 2 to 3 years, first for growth, we're going to have the agile development for sure. especially for the startups like us. And we're gonna stay closer to our early adopters, such as the companies who are already interested in us. We keep gathering the feedback with them. We iterate ourselves to have a better solution. And at the same time, we branding ourselves, we marketing ourselves to attract more users, either the job seekers or companies, to gather more and more users. And then that's ideal the way. And we will focus on Ireland first. And if it works in Ireland, we will go international, ideally after 2 years.
And what's the revenue model that will underpin the business?
The revenue model is the SaaS, the software as a service. So, and we won't charge job seekers to looking for a job, but we will charge companies because we are offering a more clear and comprehensive profiles, and we reduce all those time and money costs to find and match the suitable candidates for them.
You took part, of course, in UCC's Ignite program. How important has that been to the development of the business model, as well as your mindset as an entrepreneur?
So Ignite is a great place. I got so much support from Ignite, and especially the mentors here, especially my mentor, Eamon Curtin. He teach me a lot how to have a business mind and how to think about the problems or solve the problems in a real and realistic way. So, and how to go with customer engagement, the marketing, the sales, all stuff, everything, or even the pitching. So I learned a lot from Ignite.
Well, if you've just tuned in, that was Jerome Pan from TalentCen, and I would like to wish Jerome every success in achieving growth with his business.
Southeast Radio's Business Matters with Karl Fitzpatrick.